Hello everyone, welcome to our class on reading comprehension. Today we will talk about visualization. The objective today is we will be able to read and understand what is happening in the story by visualization. So what does visualization mean? It means we can form an image in our mind as we are reading. You can see in this picture, the boy, when he's reading a book, all the characters from the story are jumping out. They are all coming alive as he's reading. He is visualizing the story in his head. And that is what we are going to do today. Why are we doing this? When we visualize, the story comes alive. It becomes easier to understand and it becomes fun to read. We will practice this in class so that we can always use visualization when we are reading a story. How are we going to do this? You'll bring out your pencil and colors. Then you will start reading the story. Every time you read something, you can imagine, draw it. After that, you are going to share your drawing with your friends. Let's start with an example. The story title is Grand Contest in the Forest. So, when I read this title, what are the pictures that comes to my head? First, I can think of a forest. There is a contest, which means there is a prize. So I can imagine there is a trophy. Because it's a grand contest and there's a lot of animals celebrating, I can imagine there will be a lot of decorations in the forest as well. And of course, there will be the animals. So this is how I am imagining the picture when I'm reading the title, Grand Contest in the Forest. Let us see how we can do this when we are reading the story. When you are reading the story, try imagining the story as a picture in your head. Here are some examples. You can capture the excitement in the air. You can also imagine the grand contest happening in the forest. How do you think the lords of fire, wind, water and sun looks like? My flowers will look like golden raindrops. How does the flowers look if they look like golden raindrops? Can you imagine? The flowers, they look like early morning sun, golden red, spreading radiance. Can you imagine how the flowers are looking? The elephant said, I will get the best fruit, so fresh it would still be on the branches. Can you imagine how the fruits look on the branches? Fresh? There was this little gray squirrel with black stripes. Can you imagine how the squirrel looks? But the squirrel is sad. How will you picture the gray squirrel with black stripes talking sadly? The forest will be ablaze with my beauty. So, how do the flowers look that will make the forest look like it is on fire? The peacock had emeralds and turquoises as feathers. You can look it up on Google and see how emeralds look like. Can you imagine how the peacock looks with all those emeralds? The squirrel brought hollow branches and filled them with as many nuts and seeds. Can you imagine the squirrel filling up the hollows with nuts and seeds? Now try reading the story and try to imagine what is happening in the story. Try drawing the pictures in your head. And whatever you can draw, draw it in your notebook and share it with your friends. We will discuss what you drew in the class tomorrow. Have fun!